Bitcoin to 100,000. Can it happen? Well, I heard this back in 2021 in April and May when Bitcoin was trading at all-time high, and during that time analysts were saying that Bitcoin can touch 100,000 by the end of 2021. And then all those claims went out the window when Bitcoin hit 28,000. So now we started 2022 and I'm seeing the same statement again where some are saying Bitcoin to 100,000. So can it really happen, or is it one of those far-fetched dreams where we really want to and think it will, but it may not come true this year? So let's explore more details about Bitcoin, and I will also share the time frame where we can see crypto rally based on some data that I have. And I will also talk about a shift that is taking place in crypto industry, which is kind of new for this world. So a lot has changed in crypto world in 2021, and I'm sure you agree with me, because if you read any article or blog post, they all point to a more bullish side of crypto, where Cathie Wood still predicting that Bitcoin will touch 500,000 and it's not due for a correction, and where Ray Dalio admits that he holds some Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we got our first Bitcoin Futures ETF, which I have covered in a video. And lastly, one of the countries accepted Bitcoin as a legal currency. Overall, 2021 has been an amazing year for crypto world. From Dogecoin to Cardano, from Shiba Inu to Solana, we had some unknown names make new higher highs, beating any other assets in its class. Crypto has now become a household name as compared to previous years, which is not a bad thing. So what should we expect in 2022? And can Bitcoin actually touch 100,000 in 2022? So let me share my screen and give you some details on where I see Bitcoin move, and the shift I'm seeing is kind of unique. So Bitcoin price had, of course, some interesting twist and turn in 2021, and let's take a look at the chart over here. So this is a chart of Bitcoin. I'm going to make it big enough so we all can see. And as you can see, from January, we made all-time high about March and April right here. And then after that, the Bitcoin price started to come down. We had that famous death cross that we crossed in June. And after that, Bitcoin kind of reached its all-time low of about $28,000 in July. Since then, Bitcoin has been raising in price. What's happening is that at every stage where Bitcoin consolidates, that it's happening right now, around 46 to 48,000, it goes up, it comes back and stops at that level. We had the same price action over here, and then Bitcoin shots up, making another record high over here, close to 70,000 in November. And since then, Bitcoin has been trending down, and what I see right now, it's forming a new base at around $46,000 to $48,000. TA on Bitcoin, I'm saying Bitcoin, but crypto as an industry actually works very well. If you put Fibonacci retracement or moving day averages, you can see some magic happens. Of course, for the short term. For the long term, nothing works in crypto. Crypto can go up and down so drastically with the blink of an eye. So now, after some insane price action throughout the year, next I would like to show you a chart of how the money has moved in and out of crypto market in the last 24 hours. And the reason why I'm showing you this is to kind of point out the shift that I'm talking about. So this is a chart that basically shows money flow from and to Bitcoin in the last 28 hours or 24 hours. And as you can see, in the last 24 hours, money from Tether, US dollar, Japanese yen, euro, South Korean won came into Bitcoin. And then from Bitcoin, the money went out to Binance, of course, USD in the wallets, and then to Ethereum, to Chainlink, to Binance Coin, and to Phantom Token. So these are the few coins and few assets where the Bitcoin or the money from Bitcoin went into these. Now, this is interesting, because up until now, any time when the stocks have gone down, people have used cryptocurrencies as a hedge. That means when the market is down, people are piling money in cryptocurrencies. That is not happening this time, and even since I would say the beginning of December, because people are scared. They don't know where the market is moving. There is a lot of cash sitting on the sidelines. I was just reading an article that says that people's saving rate is the highest it has been in years. That means people have a lot more money saved, but they are holding the cash on the side. They are not putting that cash to work either in stocks, or of course stocks is a different story right now. Everybody is so scared. For crypto, what's interesting shift that's taking place right now is people are not taking crypto as a hedge. They think if the stock is going to go down, the crypto is also going down with the stock. Previously, when the stock has gone down, crypto has done well, relatively well, because people would get out of speculative stock and would put their money in Bitcoin or ADA or Solana or stuff like that, or Ethereum mainly, because a lot of money has come into Ethereum over the past 1 year, and I'm going to show you next the performance of Ethereum and Bitcoin. So of course, now let me share Bitcoin and Ethereum, that what they did in the last 1 year. And then I will share the information which is going to put all of this together. So take a look over here. This is a chart of performance for Bitcoin and Ethereum. The blue that you see, this line is Ethereum. The green that you see is Bitcoin. So in the last 1 year, Ethereum as a cryptocurrency has taken over Bitcoin in terms of performance. Ethereum has performed better. Even though in May, when we had that huge crash, look what happened. In the stocks, the money was moving out. Everybody was basically selling out and closing their positions in May. And look what was going on with Ethereum. People were piling their money in Ethereum during the May time. Same thing happened around September. Bitcoin has been flat. Bitcoin has been throughout the year. Of course, Bitcoin as an asset is what defines crypto as an industry. But Bitcoin has been flat, where people are putting more and more money into Ethereum. But look what happened when we had that December sell-off right here. People actually started to take money out of crypto as well. Then they kind of piled the money in. They were not sure where the market is moving, and we had 1 or 2 good days. People started to put money, but overall, people have started to take money out of Ethereum as well, and also of cryptocurrency as well. So this is not a hedge anymore for people. And I kind of agree, because if you don't know where the industry is going, because stocks, one day it's green, 2 days it's red, it's very confusing. Nobody has an idea of what the market is going to do the next day. Tesla had a beautiful run, and as famously, Tesla historically has performed well for at least 10 days. And now we saw all of a sudden, after one good day, Tesla dipped the second day because of the bond yields. So you can see that people are not considering cryptocurrency as a hedge anymore. Now, this brings to the last chart. So it's not easy to track crypto's price movement. I'm sure you agree with me. I mean, you cannot guarantee what the price is going to do in the next 1 hour. Forget about 1 month for now. And that is what makes crypto so exciting to track and learn about. So the first Bitcoin Futures ETF was launched, and the ticker is BITO. The most exciting part was to get some insight about the industry. Not accurately, but at least something we can track and see where are people piling their money. So check this chart out, and then that shows basically call to put ratio on BITO that shows the bullishness of the traders, if there is a word bullishness anymore. But this is basically what shows how bullish traders are in terms of going into the following months or going into the coming months. So around December 15th, when we had that big crash, so the bars that you see going up is put to call ratio. That means people were basically buying more put, as they were betting the price is going to go down for BITO. And then since December 15, the calls have taken over. That means people are buying more calls, and I will show you another data that proves this. And then after that, again, we had that recent sell-off. The put went up, but overall, if you see, people have been more bullish right here. As you can see, this is where the highs were, the put were gaining momentum right here. And then now the calls are gaining momentum and put is going down. So now I'm going to show you this chart over here. So this is the chart that shows open interest on call and put on BITO. Pay attention to this number right here and the date right here. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. So 18 March is the date. You can see here. Yep. So this is 21st Jan, 18th Feb, 18th March, 31st March, 14th April. Okay. So BITO, of course, right now is trading about $29, $30. They traded near 40 when they first launched. And then after I played it, actually, a few of them, I bought it, I sold it, I got out. But right now they're trading about $29 to $30, few cents up and down. So pay attention right now. So we are about in the money in about $29 right here. We are in the money. Now, people are selling, or sorry, people are buying calls. Open interest right here is calls and open interest on puts. Pay attention to this number right here if you can see. So people have, or there is an open interest of 17,570 calls for $45 for March 18th. That means by March 18th, people are, or 17,000 open interest for calls. Put is only 181. that shows that people are more bullish going into January, February, and March. By March 18th, they are saying that BITO is going to trade around $45. BITO tracks Bitcoin prices. Bitcoin defines what crypto does. So if Bitcoin is going to trade higher, that's what they are saying, that by March, Bitcoin is going to trade really high because BITO will be above 40, which when it started, and it's going to be around $45. Now, this is really bullish move because if you look at the put, it's only 151 or 181, 151 puts over here as compared to 17,570 calls. So it clearly shows that people are much more bullish going into March for cryptocurrencies. Well, starting now, because right now it's trading at like $29, $30. They're saying it's going to trade $15 more from where it is right now by March of 2022, which is really in just few months. If you look at it, that means crypto or overall the market is very bullish. Now, what I showed you is some data which retail investors like you and me are not betting, but this is ETF owners who are betting big. This is some big amount, like 17,000 open interest for calls. This is huge amount. So it's like Cathy Wood betting on the Bitcoin price for March. So Bitcoin may come back with a bang after a rocky end of 2021. But again, this is just the data what we have. No one knows the actual price movement. We have seen it in the past that Bitcoin consolidates, finds a new support, and then goes again for a run. And we are talking about Bitcoin, but you know, Bitcoin kind of tells the story of the whole crypto world. So if you see over here, the chart of Bitcoin, this is the yearly chart, or I would say in the last 1 year, anytime Bitcoin had found a support right here, it has kind of ran. Right now, it's finding that support over here, and I feel that it's going to run above near the all-time high of 70,000. And then after that, it needs to break 90, and then it needs to go to 100. Now, 2022 will be a year where Bitcoin will break that 100,000 mark, in my opinion. And that'll be very critical for few other names like Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, and I'll be interested in taking some profits around that time. I still strongly believe that the best way to invest in crypto is by doing dollar cost average. I buy about $200 worth of Ethereum every week, and I have been doing it since 2020, and it has paid me well. It's very hard to track the prices, and of course you need to spend so much time and effort in basically if you are trying to time the market or trying to time your entry. So the best way you do it is if there is a huge crash and if you have some money, buy it. Otherwise, DCA is the name of the game. Because finding an optimal entry is not very easy in the crypto world. I have covered Bitcoin ETF in detail. I will link that video here, so do check it out. And if you like this video, then consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. And for more one-on-one conversation with a wonderful community, consider joining our Discord and Patreon. Links are in the description below. I hope I was able to provide you some value. Thank you for watching. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.